worship this morning. How many of you know the love of Christ, have experienced the love of Jesus? That's why we're here today. And I was walking the wayside, lost on a lonely road. And I was chasing the high life, trying to satisfy my soul. All the lies I believed in left me crying like the rain. Then I saw lightning from heaven, and I've never been the same. Come on. I'm gonna climb a mountain, I'm gonna shout about it. I am a child of love. I found a world of freedom, I found a friend in Jesus. I am a child of love. I felt the sting of the fire, thought I saw you in the flames. Just when I thought it was over, broke me out of the grave. I'm gonna climb a mountain, I'm gonna shout about it. I am a child of love. I found a world of freedom, I found a friend in Jesus. I am a child of love. I'm gonna climb a mountain, I'm gonna shout about it. I am a child of love. I found a world of freedom, I found a friend in Jesus. I am a child of love. I am a child of love. I am a child of love. Nothing can change the way you love me. Nothing can change the way I belong to you. Yes, I do. Nothing can separate. Nothing can change the way you love me. Nothing can change the way I belong to you. Yes, I do. Nothing can separate. Come on, sing that again. Nothing can change the way you love me. Nothing can change the way I belong to you. Yes, I do. Nothing can separate. I'm gonna climb a mountain. Yeah. I am a child of love. I found a world of freedom. I am a child of love. I'm gonna climb a mountain, I'm gonna shout about it. I am a child of love. I found a world of freedom, I found a friend in Jesus. I am a child. If you are a guest in the house and you're visiting today, we just want to say a great big welcome to you. We're so glad you're here. If you look in the seat pockets in front of you, you'll find a Connect card. If you want to fill that out, you can fill it out with your pen and take it back. We have tithe boxes that we have right outside, on the way outside. And there's also a QR code if you want to just fill it out. Scan that and it'll take you to our online platform. We want to help you along on this journey. So we're not asking you for your information so we can come bother you or anything like that, but we just want to connect with you. We know that looking for a church is not an easy thing, and so we want to help you not just find a church, but help you on your journey with Jesus Christ, because quite frankly, we love walking with Jesus, and we want to take as many people with us as we can. And so, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, come on.
We also extend a 28-day challenge that basically just means try us out for 4 Sundays. You don't have to be here every day for 28 days, but you can just pick those 4 Sundays within that 28 days and try us out. Every service is different, so you're not going to want to miss that, and that'll help you to determine if this is the place for you. All right, so this coming weekend, we have one of our most exciting things happening in our church. Men's Encounters coming up. Ben Stannis, come right up here. Come up, Ben. All right, so they leave Friday evening, and then they're coming back on Sunday. So on Sunday, we would love for everybody to be here at 2:45 so we can welcome our men. They seem to get out a lot faster than we do, and so sometimes they just sit at the light and wait. But if we're here early, we can just bring them on. So they get back at 3. We want to celebrate with them and hear all the things that God has done for them. It's an exciting weekend. It is a part of what we do here at New Life Church to help the discipleship process. How many of you know you need to be healed in order to grow?
Yeah, come on.
So that's what that weekend is. If you're wondering what that weekend is, that's what it is. Okay, and then the following weekend, we have a woman's encounter coming. Yeah. We're pretty excited about that, us women. Same thing, we're leaving on a Friday night, coming back on a Sunday. We would love for all of you to be there at 2:45 so you can greet us. And just so you know, everybody that has ever gone through Encounter in the Ever Days of Ever, we have a freedom class that's going to be taking place after Encounter. It's going to serve as a small group. It's going to just be, I'm not sure how many weeks. It's not a long, extended months and months. I thought he was saying something to me. Okay, that's going to take place on Sunday mornings. If you're already in a class, we want you to stay in that class, finish that, because we're going to keep doing these, so it's not like you're going to miss an opportunity. But we're going to, everything that we've learned, come on up, Ben. Everything that we learned that weekend at Encounter, we're going to help us to walk it out even deeper.
Okay, so this is my testimony about Encounter. I've been asked to go to Encounter several times over a whole bunch of years. And I always seemed to be just too busy to go, always something already planned, couldn't go. And I remember I had a conversation with Pastor David last summer, and in the middle of the conversation, he goes, "Hey, could you do me a favor?" And I said, "Sure," without actually asking him what the favor was, and he said, "Go to Encounter." So I already said sure, so I was going to do it. And I'm really glad I did, and it was a point in my life that I really needed it. So I'm normally very busy, and last summer, there was a lot of changes at work. They closed one of our pharmacies down. We inherited 50% of their business and employees in a very small space, and it was just hectic. It was taking all my time. It was wearing very thin on me, and there's a saying that if the devil can't make you bad, he'll make you busy, right? So that's kind of where I was at. So busy that I wasn't investing in spiritual growth. I wasn't investing in my time with God at that point. So I knew I needed to go. What better time to go than to go spend an entire weekend just with God? So that's kind of where I was at. And then going into Encounter, I just want to say that sometimes the devil will lie to you too. So I had this feeling that going into Encounter was almost like giving my freedom up for the weekend because you don't have a vehicle. They ask you to put your cell phones away for the whole weekend, and I'm so busy and connected to everything, and so it was a lot, right? But it's the exact opposite of that. Like, so the devil lies to you and tells you that you're losing your freedom for the weekend, and you actually go and you get your freedom for the weekend there. So, yeah, it's... So at that point, I'd been a Christian for about 12 years, and I knew that, like, when you ask God to forgive you, like when you sin, God forgives you, right? He's just to forgive. So I always knew that I was forgiven, and God had forgiven me when I asked for forgiveness. But it's more than just that at Encounter, because a lot of times, like, I may not have forgiven myself. Like, I may have been holding on to my own weights, because God forgave me for it, but I still let it cycle in me, and the devil can still beat you down with it. And so what Encounter does that's just different from all of it is it gives you tools that when that happens, like, you can break that off immediately, and it goes away, and to the point where it's like you never did it, which is what Jesus paid for, right? So he came to pay for us so that, you know, we would be as far as from the east as from the west from our sins. And then also you're spending the time with God, so he's there and he transforms your heart while you're there. And I can tell you, like, coming out of Encounter, I went right back in the same work environment. It was still chaotic, hectic, people running around like their hair was on fire. And it just causes a lot of stress. And I went into that and I had so much peace at work. Like, it didn't matter what was going on around me, and only God can give you that kind of peace. So, you know, it doesn't matter where you're at, like, in your walk, you'll get something out of Encounter. You should definitely go to it if you haven't been to it. It's going to transform your life, and if nothing else, just spending that time with God is one of the most important things you can do.
Amen. Thank you, Ben. I remember Pastor Art, he said, I don't want to go to that. But everything there's ever been. And you know what? They were in ministry for a lot of years, and they had been to a lot of things. And when he came back, he said, never been to anything like that before. God is in the business of not just saving you to go to heaven. He's in the business of saving you to live a life, the abundant life. That's not just a myth that we read about in the Bible. It is obtainable. And so that's what we do at Encounter. We help give you tools. You have to apply the tools, right? But we give you an opportunity. And we sang a new song last week. The thing I love about our church is we've got a real young church. We've got a lot of new people. And we're so glad that they're all a part of our body. But we send out, and this is just a tip, sometimes if you don't have our weekly email and you want to sign up, you see us up here when we introduce a song, we're all losing our minds because we've been listening to it and worshiping to it and praying through it and all this stuff. And then you guys come in and you're like, okay, that's good. But there's something about actually applying the song and knowing what we're singing and encountering the God that we actually sing about is different. And so we send those. Would love for you to be able to listen to those. Just put it on repeat so you know where we're going. But this last song that we sang has a lot of words in it that if you haven't been around for a long time, you might not know. We handed out a sheet this morning when you came in. It's about the names of God, and there's a lot of names of God that we have. And God represents himself to us in so many ways. But this song in particular, it talks about Yahweh. If you take out your sheet, it's Lord. It means Jehovah. It is the promised proper name of God. It means that he's Lord and Master. You're going to find this is going to be one of the more common names. Rapha. We put the word Jehovah Rapha in front of it. It means the Lord who heals you. So Jehovah is actually Yahweh, which we just said is Lord and Master. So it actually means the Lord who heals. Rapha means heal. right? So it's the Lord who heals. That's why we call him Jehovah Rapha. And he's not just here to heal his people physically. He's here to help. He is here to heal.